Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It is day 40 of my 90-day challenge to quit alcohol. I was just doing some quick maths in the shower. It's mid-afternoon. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't left the house yet, but I'm about to. I was just doing some quick maths in the shower, and it'll be a good day. It'll be an interesting day, but a good day nonetheless, when I have indeed had, in total, more days off of drinking than I have had drinking during this 90-day video series. And due to the fact that I have spent 21 days drinking, and then I had 14 at the start, so 14 plus 21 is 35. Today's day 40, that's 5 more, so add 5 onto 14, that's 19. Today we're sitting at day 19 in total. And so in 2 more days, on day 42, all going well, that'll be the point where I can once again sort of feel like I'm moving forward and progressing. So that's going to be a good feeling. What I've been doing this morning and this afternoon is just doing some more editing, as you guys are probably aware of. And it's been rewarding, but also frustrating at times, because whilst I was down at the rugby field yesterday, I decided to do something just off the cuff because I was down there. I was feeling in a really, really good mood. I thought, you know what, stuff it. I'll give it a go with no script, no preparation, no practice. I'll give it a go. And I'll try and somehow bust out a couple of rugby tutorial videos. And at the time I thought, you know what, I might be able to use this content, I might not. We'll see what it sounds and feels like when I eventually get home and start editing it. So a couple of those videos went for like half an hour each. And I've got to the point now where I've edited them and I've uploaded them to the channel, and it's like, I'm in that hard spot where I know I can do better. I want the piece of content to be a lot more polished and a lot more concise. But if I was to second guess myself, as I am now, and delete that video and never upload it to YouTube, there is the risk that I will never get into that mood again, and that piece of content will never see the light of day. And being that I did put some effort into it, it would be a waste. But in saying that, if I've got plans to recreate my rugby tutorial series properly, then I really have no worry if I do indeed decide to delete it. I think I will upload it. I think I'll leave it up for a couple of hours. I'll monitor the comments in real time, and I'll see what kind of feedback I get. And if it's positive feedback, I'll leave the video up, or the couple of videos up. And if it's not, then I'm afraid I'll have to delete and try again. But that's the beauty of YouTube. That's the beauty of content creation, you know. All it takes is a camera, a paper, and a pen. And you've got yourself all of the equipment and materials needed to create and put together and script, if need be, a really, really effective video. If you guys have a message to share, which I clearly do, around rugby, the sport of rugby, the sport that I always loved and grew up on here in New Zealand, if I want to share a specific message around that sport, I feel like I'm going to have to at least script some of it. And that's something I haven't been prepared to do. I mean, I haven't really wanted to put in the effort, and I'm always very, my mood is always sort of unstable. And so if I do have the motivation to go and make a video, I'll just pick up the camera and make it. It's not as if I prepare for creating a video, not much at least. I've got the idea in my head, but I certainly don't, do any brainstorming or anything like that. So I think moving forward with a clearer head and a clearer goal around what type of content I want to bring to my main channel, I feel like that's certainly going to be something I'm going to have to experiment with at least. And I'm looking forward to it. So either way, I've made like 7 videos today in total, including 5 for my main channel and 2 for this channel. So it's been a fun day so far, but it's about to get even more fun, even though I kind of don't want to go. So I'm about to go to the gym. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I think Mum gets home at 4:30. Dinner time's about 6 normally, so plenty of time plenty of time to get to the gym, get a workout in of some sort, and make my way back home. So that's the plan, guys. Wish me luck. Having edited the previous 2 days' videos this morning, days 38 and 39, both videos went for over half an hour, and I feel like I pretty much just spewed my entire guts out, put my heart on my sleeve, talked about loads of different topics, loads of topics that are special to me and mean a lot to me, and I feel like I've done enough talking for the next week. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna take specific days off, but if I do wake up on a particular day and I'm not really doing anything interesting, I'm just going with the flow, eating as healthily as possible, getting to the gym to get some exercise in, and working through my videos. I feel like there's really no point in me making a video, but at the end of the day, I'm feeling better and more confident each and every day that goes by. And so at the moment, I'm waking up in the morning and I want to turn on the camera. I want to create content. And so, yeah, I guess if I feel like it, I will. If I don't, I won't. And the last thing I'll say before heading off, because I am procrastinating now, as you can probably tell, the last thing I'll say is that it's been hard the last 3 days on this channel, because the last 3 days worth of videos have been day 30, day 34, and day 35. And being that today's day 40, and I have made a lot of progress since day 35, it's hard to release those videos and know that that's actually not exactly where I'm at, because, you know, I was in a really, really desperate, dark place, you know what I mean? And now looking back, I am glad that I created those videos, because that is me just being, you know, open and very vulnerable. Vulnerable is the word. I was vulnerable, but I knew that if I was to turn this around, if I did create at least some sort of content whilst in the deep depths of addiction, that the videos on the other side would just mean that much more. And so that's where I'm at the moment. Today was day 35. I released day 35, which was the day that I had my last drink, and I vividly remember it. And I suppose if we're looking for positives, that's a good thing that I remember it. I remember that day. I had to fight through the fucking hangover from the day before, and on that day, the day before, which was a Saturday, I was fighting through the hangover from the day before that, and it was just a never-ending cycle. And to be on day 5 of sobriety, it's a Friday. Thank God it's Friday. And yeah, my energy levels aren't huge, but I'll take feeling like I do now over feeling like I have done any day of the week. So I better get to the gym, guys. I'm not exactly, yeah, it's been a big few days, to be honest. Getting back in the gym, having a bit of a run around yesterday, 6 hours of editing today, feeling fatigued, but I know what I need to do, and I need to get to the gym. And so I will see you guys afterwards. Whew. Anxiety, anxiety, why do you have to be with me? Eat me for breakfast, lunch and tea. Anxiety is with me. I just made that up. I'm feeling in a good mood. I think it's more an excited type of anxiety, but I've still got that anxiety around my heart rate, man. It's going to take a long time for me to just focus on the way I'm feeling in the now, in the moment, rather than the mistakes I've made in the past or the things I want to achieve in the future. And I'm so worried that if I don't sort my shit out now, I never will. I'm forever looking back or looking forward, and the Buddhist way would say something along the lines of, you cannot change the past, you cannot predict the future. All you can do is focus on the now. And I just made that up too. And in fact, I'm gonna make up another one right on the spot. It is along those lines. I feel like I've heard it before. Depression is what happens when you look into the past. Anxiety is what happens when you look into the future. And those are the two epidemics, right? The two symptoms that everyone talks about to do with mental health. The two symptoms that you want to control. You want to have control over. And so I'm doing myself no favors in doing that. Either way, a workout done nonetheless. Felt pretty weak, to be honest. Like, the later in the day it goes, the less motivation I have. So that's something I really want to change. I want to be working out first thing in the morning when I go back to Alice Springs. But we got it done. It was shoulders, basically shoulders and a little bit of legs at the end. So I'm just going to add on, you know, either some squats or some hamstring curls or a few sets of leg extensions, or even body weight squats or lunges, or just something to slowly but surely condition my legs without the need to go and hit a massive leg workout, because I'm not even capable of that right now. My legs could not take that. I wouldn't, if I went back to like the way that I was training legs 3 years ago and just went in there and smashed it. I mean, the weights would have to be reduced, but I could probably match the volume just through sheer willpower. But if I went and did something like that, I wouldn't be able to walk for a week. And that is simply not practical. So slowly but surely, today's little leg workout was 5 sets of squats with 20 kgs on the bar. It's a really, really effective movement. It's a fantastic movement if you do it correctly, and it's a movement that you do need practice at, especially if you've had some time off. It comes back quickly, but you know, having the mental cues as to what to, you know, focus on both the way down and the explosive movement on the way up is taking some time, and I definitely didn't want to push it, because the last time I tried to push something like squats or deadlifts, I tweaked my back and then I was injured. So the last thing I need is that. We got through yesterday running around. You know, all it took for me to throw my back out a couple of years ago was me going down to the rugby field, just like I did yesterday, first time in a while, and just pushing myself too hard. And then I just felt it go. And I had to leave the field early, and it was just a shit time, you know what I mean? And that was 2 years ago, and so I'm 2 years older and hopefully 2 years wiser. So I'm just going to take it easy, man. I just want to eventually get fit, get in great shape by the time I'm 33, and I've got 3 months to do that. So the final thing I'm going to do today, before I walk home, I actually walked to the gym today, so that's even better, is take a little physique update. And this is for me more than anything. No, we'll put it up here. So I'm going to get a physique update. I actually tried to take one with my mobile camera yesterday, but it came out terribly. So this is basically to show me and to you where I'm starting from, I'd say. And when I do indeed get into the best shape of my life by the age of 33, you'll see the finished product. So let's have a go. It's a work in progress. It always is. Always has been. But if I can get rid of this, which makes the waist come in like dramatically, that's what I'm really looking forward to, honestly. Looking at the mirror, like putting in a good session like I did today, right? Do you know how fucking awesome it is to get into the gym, have clothes? Like, I know this is vain, right? It's vain, but it's very, very like interesting, the feeling. It's very, because you know, it takes a lot of dedication and discipline to get into really good shape. So when you do see it, it hits. And so I many times when I was in great shape, I'd come in, having, worn depending on the time of year, different clothes, whatever. No singlets, normally. At the very least, a t-shirt. And then I'd come in here and I'd be sweaty and I'd have put in an awesome workout. And in those days, I was doing about an hour's worth of weight training, and then moved on to some cardio. So inevitably, I would come in here like really puffed out, really sweaty. I'd come in, I'd take my top off or my jumper or whatever, and I'd just go, and I'd stand here and look myself in the mirror and be like, fuck yeah, you just killed that workout, and it looks like it. And I just I just added some more money, I deposited some more effort, some more cash into the bank being my body of work. You've only got one body. And so whilst we're still young enough to train it and to get into good shape, we better take this opportunity, guys. I think it'd be really sad for us, not to take the opportunity to. Geez, honestly, when I get to 50, right, I'll take some testosterone replacement therapy, right, which will keep my test levels high. I'll be able to maintain all of my muscle, and I will be able to burn fat more effectively, and I will feel better, and all the other fucking benefits that come with jumping on testosterone. But for now, all I've got is mindset and discipline and hard work. So that's my only option. If I want to get back in good shape, and if I want to feel those feelings coming into the bathroom after having absolutely demolished a workout, then I better get my act together, and that's what we're doing. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to walk home now, and then it'll be dinner time. It's such, oh my God. Yeah, it's just hit me how little, thankfully, I've thought about drinking today. I'm not going to say I haven't thought about it at all, but it seems to be getting easier for now. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.